Win. Yeah. It's been a little controversy as far as him being a three-time, three-peat champion of the MVP. But for the last week and a half, Embiid kind of took the momentum, and then they had a head-to-head matchup, and Embiid set out the game. My question to you, Matt, is Embiid ducking the smoke?
Is he ducking the smoke or just preparing his body for the playoffs? I believe they're coming out the East. That's just my pick. That's what my heart says. That's what I want to happen. But I don't think he's afraid. They had previous matchups. And be dominated. Like, what are we talking about? Maybe they want to preserve his body. Who knows? But I would roll with Embiid for MVP over Jokic because I think it's time. I think we overlook Embiid always, and he's been dominant. And I don't think we've seen. Well, we got Giannis, but other than that, who we seen dominate the game like that? I think he deserves it. And I know Joker got the numbers and all that, but I think it's fair, because when else would he get it? Like, I think it's time. I don't think he's dug in the smoke. I don't think any of these NBA players are afraid of one another. That's a narrative that's been going around, and it's just like y'all gotta chill. These grown men, especially Embiid, like I've never seen him duck anything. So
listen, it's a little convenient that he, you know what I'm saying? He all of a sudden was feeling tired, and all of a sudden, he's out. Like, I don't even know what he set out for. Keys to that, you say what?
I mean, there's no reason to duck any smoke from a big 7-foot guy that flops around the court and throws his body around, and you way more athletic than. I mean, what is he scared of? I mean, come on now. Like, they already went head to head, and we saw the matchup, and we know what's going down. It is Embiid's turn, and this is just one of them first take questions just to get us to argue, So that's what we're going to do. But come on now. Everybody who's watching this knows that Embiid has been, the most dominant player, and so he deserves the MVP. Jokic, time is up, man. You got 2. You do not need 3. You do not need to be on that long list of some of the greatest players with, at least 3. I mean, if he's on that list, he's at the bottom of it. But
that's what the advanced analytics say, Keith. I mean, to that you say what you want. What's your thoughts on this? They sound Matt and Keith sound a real bias right now. Like it's a given. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think?
Man, forget the advanced analytics, bro. I can't even lie. I mean, like he said, he can't be on that list with all them greats, and you ain't been to the finals, bro. You get triple doubles, but Westbrook did that. I mean, you number one in the West, but a lot of teams have been number one and done nothing. They got put out by Bron or whoever. So to me, I need to see postseason success for him to keep winning MVPs. Plus, Embiid just dropped him off. I mean, before they played, Embiid gave his ass by 30, 40, 12, maybe 15, if I remember correctly. So I just feel like it's Embiid's turn. I mean, yeah, it's Embiid's turn. Even though he ain't had really much postseason success either, but he been doing his thing, and even without Ben Simmons, they still up there. And I don't like when people saying Jokic was running away with it. I didn't see nothing. I mean, maybe he was hooping, that was number one, but just because your team's number one, you're the MVP. Just because you're the best player on the best team, to me, that's
how they always did it. That's how it always used to be. Best player on the best team.
That's not the most valuable though. That's not the most valuable.
And
Westbrook won too.
And I keep hearing playoff success. This is a regular season award, man. Regular season award. So, this is about from game 1 to game 82. Not anything beyond that. You know what I'm saying? So, Stephen A. was to that.
Well, I'm coming to say the playoff success. I'm coming to say the playoff success. Like you got to prove something that you actually this good. It's been so many hoopers. Brandon Jennings was cold as hell in the regular season. Where is he at now? People don't even know who he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you can hoop, but you got to sustain. You got to show like, hey, I can apply this like in an advanced level. To me, the playoffs is like an advanced test. Like you got to really show. To me, yeah, you can hoop in the regular season. People taking games off. Kawhi played 40 games a year. AD hurt. They playing Thomas Bryant. People who don't even get paid for real. So I'm like, man, you get real competition. People preparing for you. Let's see what you do. And if you're not making it to the West Conference Finals or contending every year, then I'm like, should you even be MVP if you can't get your team over the hump?
That's a great point. I know we got to get to the next topic, but if you can't prove it, it's just like because people sit out in the season. They're not coming up with schemes. They're not playing real defense. I know this is the NBA and they're supposed to, but we see it. We're watching it. They're not playing real defense. Draymond can lock up Jokic. Like, let's just be honest. He's done.
I don't know about that.
I won't say lock up, but
he's my height.
Defense, when he put defense on him, it's just like the same things ain't happening. So
yeah,
he can get to the award, but it's just like, how many are we gonna give him?
That's my thing. He don't deserve another one until he show. Like the first two was cool. I get it is regular. The first two was cool. He hooped and whatever, but you gotta show that you can you've grown. You know what I'm saying? You won't keep passing, you won't keep putting out the same hit singles and be number one. You know what I'm saying? You gotta drop a new album or something. Like, hey, update that resume.
And we saw what Dwight Howard was able to do to him, and look where Dwight Howard's at. That man in where Taiwan.
That's what I was trying to say. Like any defense on him, is not doing the same thing. It's not going.
So I think to go back on Juwan's point, we're using the playoffs when it matters most, when they're playing their hardest, just as proof and evidence going into this regular season that he doesn't turn it up when he needs to, for real. So therefore, why are we going to keep doing this when we know we're going to repeat the same cycle, in this year's playoffs?
This is his chance. I feel like this year, this is his chance to really show that he deserves another one. If he really take them to the finals, where you supposedly the favorite and everybody hurt, KD basically hurt, Chris Paul old, the Warriors still struggling, the Lakers, like everybody, you can make this is winnable. And you are the quote unquote MVP. You was the front runner for weeks, months, damn near. So let's see. I feel like this year gonna prove a lot. So
I agree. I can't wait.
Okay.
So Chris, you think Embiid was ducking the smoke and you got Jokic as your favorite?
Nah, I was just playing devil's advocate. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think he was ducking in the smoke. This is what I honestly believe. It's a show, bro. We gotta make it compelling, right? This is what I think. I think Embiid, he probably was tired. He'd been balling out of control, and then he got into the running. And then when he saw he had a chance, because first of all, he already declared that he didn't care about it. After he got snubbed the last 2 years, he was like, bro, I don't know what they want. So I can't compete with these analytics. And then it's always some type of bogus narrative that they always spin against you. So he just like, man, whatever. So, I think that he probably was tired and he probably felt like he couldn't match the numbers that he put up the last time when he demolished Jokic. And I think anything less than that would have put it against, I think the national media would have turned against him. And he was just like, man, forget it. Like, my resume speaks for itself. I said what I said with my play, and I'm gonna take this rest. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it might hurt him in the end, but I also do think that they get voters fatigue. Like, LeBron didn't win 3 in a row. LeBron clearly could have had like 5 MVPs when they gave it to D Rose, even though D Rose went crazy that year. But LeBron's number still, I think, was better than D Rose. And you know what I'm saying? He probably should have had 5 straight. Say that to say you can't. If LeBron didn't get 3 in a row, I mean, you can't put him up there with Larry Bird, and you can't do it, bro. Like, Jokic was the last person picked in the All-Star game. Like, they didn't want to play with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not nice. I'm just saying he not my MVP.
Win. Yeah, we got the victory. Bringing the symphony. playing some tunes, cause when you lose, we got the victory. We got the victory. Victory, victory. Ain't taking no losses, straight up we bosses. We got the victory. Yeah, victory, victory.